All right, here we go. I'm coming down at 3, 2, 1. It's 101.1 The Wiz, Cincy's number one fit by R&B at home on the morning hustle. It's the girl at the 411, Nella D, my boy.
DJ Easy in the building.
Yes, and we got a very special guest with us right now, man. The icon, the legend in the building right now, Marlon Wayans. What's going on?
I'm good. When you said legend, my knees started hurting for no reason.
That mean you been here, you OG.
No, I ain't OG. I look younger than you niggas. How you gonna call me?
You younger than us?
Because they be all them like, hey, Unc, I ain't your Unc.
Yeah, you at Unc status, though.
No, I hate that,
you.
man. Don't
Yeah.
Unc me.
OG.
Don't Unc me. Don't Zaddy me. Zaddy sound like, if you want some of this vagina under 30, you gonna have to start paying some bills, Zaddy. Nah.
So you ain't on that?
Nah, man.
Well, look, you here in the 513 right now because you got the Wild Child Tour
Yes.
going down, and I'm excited because I'm going to the show.
I hope so.
For sure. I'm
It's a
pulling
great
up.
show.
Yeah.
I pull no punches. And it was beautiful as I talk about everybody, but I really talk about myself. And I throw me under a bus. And I think when you do that, I think when people see you laughing at yourself, it allows them to laugh at themselves too. I feel like we live in a very toxic world. And I think for everybody right now, especially black people, I think we need to put ourselves in a very a non-toxic place. We have to take all that is negative and look and go, what's positive about it?
For sure.
Everything, there's look at the opportunities and don't look at what's being taken away, because when doors shut, others open.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if they want to take these DEI hires, take them. That just means we got to start businesses, and then we do our own hires. God is a wonderful, 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 powerful being.
Yes, he is.
And if you really attend to what he's saying, then take that in. You can make it an even playing field. We're always going to be 10 steps behind, but guess what? We always going to catch up and run faster. That's the way they design us through the obstacles that they put us through.
Talk about it.
So what you have to do is...
Don't start preaching now.
Come on now, church.
I'm just a real one, man.
Don't start preaching.
Because I want everybody to acknowledge what we're being called, the assignment we're being called to. It's not about licking the wounds and going, what? Were they taking this and taking that? No, let them have that.
Absolutely.
Because we're going to create these businesses and we're going to have this industry. We need to create industry. We don't need to be farmers and agriculturists no more. We need to build industry. That's what we need to do. We need to start, going to our black billionaire reservoir reserves and start connecting on a big level. Every one of us is a brand, and we still got these black dollars and we spend this money. But what are you spending your money on?
That matter.
Right? Don't spend your money on, these companies. Spending your money on building you a company, and you can write some of that money off. Do what they doing.
Yeah.
How are they spending their money? Oh, you buying Bitcoin? Let me learn about this Bitcoin thing. Let me learn about, they changing the banking system to XRP. Let me learn about this stuff instead of just, they doing it. No. Don't do that.
Be a student.
Yes.
Yes. And when the game is being played right in front of your eyes, okay, cool. I get it.
For sure.
So thank you for the inspiration. I'm completely inspired. That's why I took the hat. I want to confuse people.
Man, this hat say
Nah, the
Make
hat's
America
wild.
laugh
Make
again.
America laugh again. Because
Yeah.
I take something that could be toxic and I'm going, no, there's a flip on this. Let's make it non-toxic.
Yeah.
Let's make this love. Because I want the judgmental to be like, oh, you want to know? And then they look at that, but, oh, my bad, bro.
Because
My
they get
bad.
the going on you real quick.
They was like, oh,
Immediately.
you old Snoop ass. And then,
Yeah, they
They been on his head.
They canceling Snoop, Nelly. What's your take on that with seeing?
I mean, Soulja Boy, he been canceled. He nobody cares, Soulja Boy. So Soulja Boy better go get that check. Yeah, I don't think he had hits and woo.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
He don't care. I
Yeah.
think, and to be honest with you, I don't know if they knew it was an underwritten Trump event. That's what I'm going to say. I've done things, and I've done things for Bitcoin, right? And a lot of people don't really know about Bitcoin like that, but Bitcoin it's a huge platform.
Absolutely.
So I think they thought it was a Bitcoin event, and when they came to, find out it was a ball that was
For him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was too late to pull out. But, you know, that's why you got to check the fine print. You got to know who you're performing from. You know, there was times that other artists, you know, J-Lo and all these people performed some Russian oligarch, and it was on some toxic stuff, and they said, oh, let me back. But, you know, I know Snoop, and I know Snoop has always been a real one. And, you know, I know he's like probably like, yo, 0 Fs. It was a Bitcoin event. You know, come out, make a statement. You know, I'm not going to allow for public skewering. We are divided enough.
Facts.
Yes, facts.
We are divided enough. And at some point, we got to get out of our emotions and out of our feelings, and we got to get into unity. That is the only thing that's going to get us past or equal to where things are going.
For sure.
So get rid of all the toxic feelings by each other. Everybody come together, especially black and brown, and figure out what to do. Because, you know, doors are closing, but other opportunities are opening up. And I just want us to be in a place where we can receive it.
Absolutely.
And right now, we get caught up in our emotions, and that's been throughout the course of history. We've always gotten caught up in our emotions, and we play checkers. This is a chess game right now.
You ain't lying.
We need to think 3 moves ahead, every move we do, and knowing that what's the king and what's the queen. That's what's important.
For sure. Now, with this cancel culture that's going on, how hard is it to do these stand-ups these days? With
It ain't at all. I talk about everybody. I don't give. If you cancel me, you know what cancel means?
What does it
cancel mean? Is this? We ain't live, right?
Nah. Talk
Cancel means the bitch ass niggas left, and the real ones want to hear what I got to say. That's cancel to me. I don't get mad at comedians when they tell jokes. I wasn't mad at Don Rickles when he told black jokes. It was funny. If it was funny, I ain't mad at you. I'm not. You know, if it's not funny, that's just like, bro, you went there and that's what you retrieved from me.
Yeah.
That ain't enough. Not worth the journey. If you got a good joke, hey man, go for it. I come from the world of In Living Color. I'm an alumni. I'm a co-creator of Scary Movie. White Chicks, Don't Be a Menace. Did we ever give a fuck?
Never.
Do you think I will ever? I didn't care when it was that culture. I don't care about this culture. I'm here to basically always take a shit on pop culture.
Absolutely.
So we're doing the next Scary Movie.
Yes,
Everybody
Come on
gonna
now.
get it. Everybody gonna get it.
that.
On my tour, everybody gets it, including and most of all myself.
Yeah.
When you see my show, you're gonna be like, oh, I see what he's saying. And no matter how toxic of the things that I may be going through, you come out with so much love and light from that set. You're like, oh, I look at him differently. I look at the world differently, and I see where this laugh is different.
I know you talk about real ones being in the room, but do you think with cancel culture, comedy took a hit at a point in time in the era of comedy?
No, I think it really refined who the great comedians are. This is refining who the great comedians are.
Yeah.
Right? This what is this called? When this contraction, right, has really, for me, allowed me to be a better joke teller, storyteller, more aware, more articulate about my thoughts, to think before I say something and still have the balls to say it even though I know it's wrong. But when I get that ooh, not to be afraid, I'm gonna keep digging because there's a laugh in there. Oh, that affects you. Okay, so let me dig a little deeper. It's like with this hat, right?
Yeah.
This hat, you look at it, you like, yo, why is he wearing a Trump hat? Oh, nah, it's not that. Actually, I F with that because it's not that statement. It's the flip on that statement. It's the way we took the N-word. And we took it
into a term of endearment
Yep.
now.
You
where
feel
it's
me?
like, yeah, for sure.
I talked about that in my first special, Wokish, right? It took the most painful word and we flipped it. And that's what we got to do. Everything that is painful, we got to flip and find the positive and take the power and own the power.
Yeah.
Don't let that power, everything is energy. Don't let it break you down, let it build you up. So I don't believe in the cancel culture. I just think what happened is social media.
It did it.
Right, not because of the audience. I'm on a stage every weekend. I check my tour schedule. I have not stopped being on tour, and every year I got a brand new set. In the last 8 to 10 years, I haven't taken any months off for anything. I just stay working. And I'm telling you, people like to laugh. In those dark rooms, people still like to laugh at the dark jokes. They still like to laugh at some funny racial jokes, some funny observations. But they really want to listen to great stories and laugh that way. Something that's more healing and thought-provoking. Yeah. I'm not just telling jokes. It's bigger than that. But I think that social media has informed the media that, hey, we're sensitive and we're at a sensitive time, and people don't want to hear this. But those people on social media aren't real people.
That's fact.
Those are bots from other countries that hate the fact that we live in harmony up until now. In this country, a bunch of immigrants, I don't care how whitewashed they want to make it, everybody in America is an immigrant except for the Native Americans.
Simple as that.
We're all a bunch of immigrants. I don't care how white people want to put it or Trump want to say, hey, man, the Mexicans belong here as much as your white ass does. We all belong here as much as black people because this is a land of immigrants.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the land of the free.
Right, land of the free. And here's the thing. We all have learned to live in harmony and laughter. We've been through some real tough times. Not to say we're going to go through tough times again, but we know we ain't going to be that tough. We ain't going for the things that we used to go for. Just simply, we ain't having that. For sure. But it informed social media. It's not real people, bots from other countries that put this poison and hate inside our country, and they divide us. And so all the alarms is going off like this. You can't say this. You can't say that. And then the media picks it up, and they make that a story. Yeah. And then the executives go, oh, we can't spend money on comedies because you can't even do comedies no more. So they stop giving you money to do comedies. Wow. When was the last time you seen great comedies in movie theaters?
It's been a while.
We
just got one. We just got one recently with Sister and Kiki.
But that's why I'm excited about the Scary Movie film. I'm so excited because, that's a classic. That's what we grew up on, watching Scary Movies. So what made y'all decide to, let's revisit this and bring this back?
Well, it was time. I think that they tried it without us. The first two was with us. They did 3 without us, and it was diminishing returns. And, John Glickman, who was the head of Miramax, he's a smart guy. It's a new regime. It's not Bob and his brother, because that was a toxic situation. They stripped the franchise from us. And Glickman was like, if we're going to do the next Scary Movie, there's only one way to do it. And that's to bring the original creators, the Wayanses, back on board. And that's what he did. And, we try to bring that classic heat. I want to make a big, juicy, funny, hilarious classic. I don't want to make a movie. I want to make something. When we make movies, we've never made a movie. We make movies that the critics, they take shits on our movies. They hate our movies. We don't be getting 97. Right. But what happens is, over the course of time, the audience loves our movies. And 30 years later, 20 years later, our movies still hold up. And then the critics revisit the movie and go, wait, this movie was actually brilliant.
Yeah.
So just because you didn't get it, because comedy's subjective, we just was ahead of our time. We've never made a movie. We've always made a classic. What? Even the ones that didn't hit. Don't Be a Menace, classic. Scary Movie, classic. Scary Movie 2, classic. White Chicks, classic. Little Man, classic. Dance Flick, classic. Go show me another movie that has as many laughs as Dance Flick got. Just because they didn't promote it right, or they picked the wrong week and it wasn't, quote unquote, successful. I'm telling you, pound for pound, Wayans is, we always put down this comedy. There ain't never been a Wayans show that ain't been funny. There ain't never been and Papa's House, funny. Wife and Kids, funny.
Yes.
Wayans Brothers, funny.
Everything
In Living Color, funny. Marlon, funny. That's what we do.
Yeah. Now, who you think is the funniest? Because
my
there's
mama.
so much talent. You said your mama funny.
My mama, she gone, so the funniest is gone. Now we just a bunch of underlings fighting for her crown.
Who's
funnier? She was the funniest.
Yeah, my mama. My mama was brilliant. Wow. That woman is the one that created all these. It's her point of view, it's her sense of humor. Her, if you could just listen to her, let my father get on her nerve, and just listen to my mother riff on him.
She go good.
For 18 hours. It's like a marathon.
Wow.
Just 20. Listen, One time I remember it was 72 hours. She probably slept 2 hours each night, and she had bought a bike off Home Shopping Network, and she put it in my dad's room, and she sat in the window and did cardio for 18 hours and talked nonsense to this man. She was married to him for 60 years. She rarely told the same joke twice. How do you find different jokes about somebody that you see every day?
Say she just going
for
on.
60 years. My mother was brilliant. She was the Terminator, man. She was brilliant. So, but we all have a gift. I just did a episode of Papa's House that'll be airing soon. I think maybe late, probably in February.
February, yeah.
Yeah. They have a date for it?
No date, but it's just says
okay,
February.
Probably in February. But it's really funny, and it's good to see us play together. When my family get together, and it's great. Me, Damon, little Damon, my sister Kim directed. It's always a family affair. And we forget this hat. Next hat I'm going to do is red one like this that says "Make America WAYANS Again."
Okay.
Boom.
I like that.
I love that. Speaking of that, are we possibly going to see a documentary?
Yeah,
in the
possibly,
works?
but I think we want to do it the right way. I think. As I speak to the people about creating the opportunities and thinking about industry, I'm also speaking to myself.
Absolutely.
I've been an agriculturalist and a farmer for years. I'm thinking industry. So when we do that, a documentary, that's something that we'll probably produce in-house because that's our family. And I'm not going to let people leverage my experience or our experience. That's something in stories
that's
for us to tell, for us to own, my children to own. So I'm not so thirsty to just give away the whole house and the kitchen sink. I think you have to. I'm thinking chess, not checkers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the Wayans Brothers TV show, I know Pops, when he passed, John Witherspoon,
broke me.
I know that had to break you.
It broke me. But it was like I remember I was on set. I was doing I was filming Respect, and I was on set, and I just found out, and I couldn't go to the funeral because I was filming. I couldn't get out to go to the funeral. So I was really sad, and there was a scene. Me and Jennifer was walking, and it was like the first date between the two characters, and I said, and she sings to me. And I told her before the set what had happened. And I was like, yo, can you just sing some spirit into me? 'Cause I'm really sad right now. And she sang, and man, I boo-hooed on screen. It was so beautiful and powerful. It didn't make the movie, but it should have. If it did, I'd be at the Oscars right now. But no. But it was beautiful. But that one, I realized everything is God, because that blow prepped me for an even harder blow, which was my mother and my father. So that was the jab. And then a couple of years later, I lost my mother. And then right after that, I lost my dad. So that was like the right hand and the left hook. But I've learned God. God got me through the first one. God going to get me through the second one. God got me through the third one. My auntie just passed. I'm going to her funeral right after my show.
I'm sorry.
God, I'll see them all one day. At least they all together. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sure.
It pops up there with the white shoes, drinking that red wine, brother. Hey, just don't bang my mother.
Go ahead, Easy.
Now, what's your favorite part of being in Cincinnati?
What's your favorite part of being in
Cincinnati? The 513? Listen, I love this.
This our hometown. We love it.
Hey, man,
I love
I'm
the chili. I love the
visiting.
Grippos.
I love how ashy the cars are.
Nah, for real.
That's how you know this place cold. When your cars are ashy, look outside. The cars,
ashy right
the
now,
white
for
folks
sure.
is ashy. This place, this is not a place that you're supposed to be lotion. You got to keep lotion on you.
Come on now. No ashy elbows. Never.
No, not y'all, because I know she'd be like, come here, baby.
See, you play too much. But you know what? I'm glad that you're here in Cincinnati for sure. I already know that the people's going to have a great time tonight at the Taft Theater.
Yes.
What else can they expect just to get their laugh on for sure? I know.
It's going to be expect to laugh. Expect to sit there. Jokes is on me. Expect to learn something about me. Expect to learn something about yourself. And expect to be thoroughly entertained for, an hour and a half. DC Irvin's really funny, the first performer and host. He was on Funniest Win. So not Funniest Wins. He was on Headliners.
Okay.
So he's funny. And then I come out and I rock him for about, hour 10, maybe an hour and 20. Sometimes I do 2 hours. But, I try not to keep it too long.
Yeah.
And people got stuff to do. It's Friday night. Once you get home, go get you some ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, afterwards, too, you got anything going on after the show?
Yes, after the show, I do the after party. So we do after the show, I'll be at Nostalgia, Wine,
yeah.
and Jazz. And I'm doing something different. I did it last year. And it's the Marlon Wayans experience.
Okay.
And I never really get to hang out. Like when I do meet and greets, a lot of times I don't get to hang out,
Kick it.
Yeah.
kick it, drink with the folks. And
Vibe.
But this one, vibe. So this one I did last year. We did a little karaoke, some drinking games. And, we're going to do it this year, but I'm going to I have a cigar company with these two brothers, David Gaston and Victor Curley, and the name of my cigar company is Liga Tridente. So we'll be cutting and lighting my Liga Tridente. So if you're a cigar smoker, pull on up. Miss Novelty is going to be there cutting them up and, have some beautiful girls there, lighting your cigars for you. And it's going to be a good time, some good drinks. And, I'm be there hanging out.
Yeah.
Something I normally don't do. I'll be taking pictures, but I'm actually going to hang out. But see the show, because what I'm not going to do is do a show at the after party.
So don't expect to stand up.
No, Marlon's going to hang out. Hang out Marlon is not as fun as stage Marlon.
See.
Stage Marlon's funny as hell. Marlon, he kind of boring.
So you want to kick
Be
it.
chill. You be
Yeah, I'm
relax.
chill. I'm 52. You know what I mean? I just got
But
a
you
young.
ain't unk,
I got a
though.
young face.
You ain't unk, though.
I ain't young. I ain't unk. I can't even see. Look, when I put my pants down, I don't see a bunch of grays. You know what I mean?
All right.
I still got a young package. You ain't unking me. Here's the thing. I'm also, so it's like the Nostalgia, Wine, and Jazz, and that's the after party, and that starts at like 10 o'clock
Okay.
to 2 o'clock, and and then the show. But the show to me is the thing you got to see.
Absolutely. Wild Child Tour, man. It's going down tonight at the Taft Theater. Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans.
Thank you so
Gang,
much
gang.
for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
Thank
Every
you.
time
Appreciate
you
you being
come,
here.
you come to the ready. That's one thing I can say. A lot of people, they don't make sure that
be
every
zooming.
single time you come to Cincinnati, you stopping by this radio station. We appreciate
And we're
you.
grateful.
I'm a
for
real
real.
one. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.